I've not done one of these before, but I set the intention when listening to the downloads from my guides that this video would find the right people. So if you are sitting there watching this video, however I came on your timeline, whenever I came on your timeline, this video is for you. If you are feeling burnt out, if you identify as a light worker who feels like their light has been diminished recently, or over the past couple months, maybe even years, if you are someone who feels like there is so much more that needs to come through you, if there's so much more that you need to bring into this world, and you feel like, why is it not coming? Why are my gifts not evolving? Why am I facing roadblocks? Why can't I complete anything that I start? Why hasn't the divine come through me to be of service to the world in a way that I feel is what I came down here for? Why am I not finding or living out my purpose? Why am I so tired? If any of that resonated with you, then you know that this video was for you. And I have a message from the divine. Whatever you want to call, encapsulate, define as the divine, God, spirit, angels, higher self, inner soul, oversoul, the universe itself, whatever you want to call the divine has a message for you. And that message is very, very simple. One word, 4 letters: rest. The divine is calling upon you to rest. The specific message that I got was that your body and mind need time to catch up with your soul. So if you're like me and you awoke recently, so I first woke up in 2020, so it's been about 3 years now of intense inner work, shadow work, inner healing, painful accountability, taking responsibility of my life, forgiving myself for my past actions, forgiving myself for how I've allowed myself to be treated, diving into the deepest, darkest parts of my scariest wounds and barely making it out alive. I've reached a point where my soul has evolved to a place where it wants to now bring something forth into this world, where it feels ready, my soul feels ready to bring something through into this world that could change it, that could really impact people, that could, I don't know, help me feel like I've fulfilled my purpose, and yet my body is wrecked. My mind is tired. My entire being is exhausted. And if this sounds familiar, then again, you know this message is for you. Especially if you're empathic, if you're a light worker, if you are highly sensitive. Not only are the planets going wild in the sky right now, and have been for a really long time actually. Every time I watch a astrology update, every time, you know, the horoscope comes out, it's like, oh, Big Bang is happening continuously. The skies have not had a break, and neither have we. So the energies up above, so below, have been intense. And then not to mention the wars, the light that is increasingly being beamed onto Earth, bringing up to the surface all of the things that were there all along, but are only now being witnessed. The horrific acts and atrocities that are happening worldwide right now. The collective suffering that, as a sensitive, as an empath, on top of doing your own inner work and inner healing, you are also tapping into. You are confirmation from the universe, the bells. You are tapping into everything, every facet of this universe you are tapping into, because you are one. You are the universe. You are me. I am you. What I feel, you feel. What you go through, I go through. And so collectively, we are grieving, we are suffering, we are taking hits left, right, and center. And you may feel like, I am not doing enough. I want to write a book detailing, you know, how people can help heal themselves. I want to write a course. I want to help people get on this bandwagon, on this train, and heal themselves. I want to help people who are newly awakening, because we are currently going through another great awakening akin to the one that happened in 2020. I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast. This is all just like downloads. But we are going through another great awakening, and you may feel like you have nothing left in you to give, because you have had to go inwards and you have truly had to shine lights on places that you have really wanted to not see and not feel, and you're tired. And the message is your body and your mind need time to catch up to where your soul now is, light worker. And so what this means is not pushing yourself. If you don't have the motivation to do anything, then please give yourself the time and grace to do nothing. Give yourself the time and grace to simply be. Do things that don't require a lot of physical activity and a lot of mental energy. So if you're trying to pour yourself into writing a course and you simply are meeting block after block, and yet you are still trying to force yourself to sit at that laptop and type, let it go. It will come. Whatever is meant to come through you in this lifetime will come through you in divine timing, but now is not that time if you are seeing this video. And whenever you are seeing this video, because these messages, I want them to be timeless. So allow yourself to be. Do things that don't require a lot of energy. Meditate. Write. Physical writing, not staring at a laptop, stressing your eyes out. Do gentle yoga, like yin yoga or nidra yoga, especially if you're having trouble sleeping right now, because I know I am. With everything that's going on, my sleep over the past few months has been atrocious no matter what I do, which is why I have these unbelievable bags, these sad bags under my eyes. So yeah, write, meditate, do yoga, go for gentle walks, make sure you're getting a lot of sun on your skin. Just do things that bring you joy, reading books, playing video games, like allow yourself to indulge in being a human for just a moment. Allow yourself to be human and don't try and push through. Don't try and push through right now. My guides were saying to me when I was doing automatic writing earlier, and this message came through for me specifically, my guides were saying it's akin to a patient prolonging their physiotherapy because they are pushing themselves too hard, too fast. When you are in hospital, or when you just come out of hospital, doctor's orders is literally to rest. And the way in which you have been healing, especially if you are like me and I just go boom straight in, like the amount of healing, the acceleratedness of my deep dives into self and my healing have been so extreme that they have taken an incredible toll on my physical and my mental health. And I don't mean in terms of mental health like slipping into depression, but I do mean that spinning, anxiety, confusion, and that is to do with the planets as well at the moment. But a lot of it has just been trying to overload my system, trying to do. And my guides were saying you need to treat yourself, they said treat yourself like a wounded puppy or like a child in the hospital. Give yourself what you are asking for and gently guide yourself towards healing. They said, once you allow yourself to rest and heal and allow your body and mind to catch up, the books will come through. The synchronicities will come through. The people you are meant to meet, you will meet. The places you are supposed to go, you will go to. The thing that you are supposed to bring into this reality, in this lifetime, will come through you, but not unless you rest. And it is it's just the main message is rest. Please, it's like they're almost pleading, like please for the love of God, rest. And it's hard for me personally. I'm a workaholic, I'm an overthinker, I'm stuck sometimes in the masculine tendencies of the masculine world that I used to exist in. And even though I have embodied more and more my feminine nature, my feminine self, those masculine tendencies still trickle in, those programmings of you should be being productive. How can I be productive if I am so tired? One of my 3 main rules for myself on this healing journey that have really, really helped me has been the idea of the 3 R's. Release. We all know when we're releasing, when we're purging, when we're emotionally releasing, when we're somatically releasing, when something comes up, when we're triggered, when we're going through that process of releasing stuck trauma that's been in our bodies. You are releasing, you are physically releasing energy stored in your body, which creates space and leads to depletion. So you're probably in the depletion stage of your healing journey because you haven't followed the second and third R. The second R is replenish. Replenish your energy with good food, with sunlight, with meditation, with good company, with non-self-isolation, but with good boundaries. Replenish your space, replenish your body, treat your body well. Stimulate your mind in gentle, loving ways so that it doesn't find something to spin on. With meditation, I literally sit with classical music on, in the sun, literally just coloring in an adult coloring book. And it just gives my mind something to focus on, brings healing frequencies into my body, and allows my mind as well to focus on the act of coloring in a book. It's so simple. It's also how I get through really long flights, but I digress. So if you've gone through the healing stage, healing is an ongoing process. We all know this, so it will continue. But if you follow these 3 R's, you'll be okay. Once you've done your releasing, and you started your replenishment. And remember, these all bleed into one another. It's not like you do one, then one, then one. These are a cycle, a circle, ongoing, the infinity sign of the 3 R's. And it's helped me so much. Releasing, replenishing. And remember, when I say good food, I mean life food. It's fine if you eat meat products, but make sure that those animals that they came from weren't terrorized, that they came from good organic sources. Replenish your energy by being in the present moment, by I won't go into it, but there's a book called The Celestine Prophecy, where they describe replenishing your energy as sitting in nature and observing the beauty of nature. And in doing so, there's an exchange of energy and you feel your vibration rise. So I can go into that in a later video, but I don't feel like that's for this message. But I love to do that. I love to stare at plants, stare at greenery, be in nature and replenish myself. Being in nature is also a really, really good way to replenish yourself. Get into a body of water. Get into a body of water, chlorine-free, of course. A lake, a sea, please, a river, a stream, like get into a body of water and wash free and replenish. After release and after replenish, again, ongoing, then it comes regulate. The nervous system is something that I didn't even think about my nervous system until this year. Nervous system? What do you mean I've got to regulate my nervous system? What do you mean my nervous system? When you are stressed and when you are going through healing, your body is stressed, which means that your nervous system is stressed. And when your nervous system is stressed, you enter into fight or flight. And when you enter into fight or flight, you cannot replenish yourself, because all energy that you have is focused on keeping you alive. It's keeping you in a state of alertness. It's keeping you in a state of frazzled survival mode. So the only way to regulate your nervous system is to release and replenish. And once you've replenished, regulate. You regulate your nervous system through things like humming. Stimulates the nerve here. And I think it's called the vagus nerve, but I'm no doctor. So it stimulates this nerve, brings healing, soothing frequencies into your body, helps you. That's a really, really good one for when you're stressed in a minute. And you don't have time to go sit in the forest for 30 minutes and meditate. Hum. People might think you're nuts. You just like arguing with someone and suddenly you just start going hum. But trust me, it will help regulate your nervous system. Humming, singing, physical movement that's gentle like yoga or even dancing, instruments, healing frequencies, arpeggio, I don't know, those healing frequencies that you can find all over YouTube. These are the things that will help you to regulate your nervous system. Breath work, huge one. You need to be able to breathe. You need to have oxygen in your body. And the biggest, hugest, most amazing way that you can regulate your nervous system is by doing breath work. And there is so much breath work available. My friend does amazing breath work. I'm going to link his breath work. It's like 40 minutes long and it's incredible. And I really suggest you do it, or at least check him out. And put the link down in the description box below if you want to do that, as well as my favorite YouTuber for doing breath work. I'll put both of those links down below because breath work will be a game changer for your healing journey. So rest. Oh, that's like the fourth R. Rest. That should be, that comes last though. Release, replenish, regulate, rest. For the love of God, stop pushing yourself so hard. And I realize I rambled on for 15 minutes. But those who have watched me for the several years I've been on YouTube know that I'm a rambler. And I'm just going to call it downloads. So it's not my fault Spirit had so much to say. So I'm going to leave it there. I know I haven't uploaded a video in a minute. And I'm hoping that will change. But, you know, Gemini. And I will hopefully as well give you guys an update on where I am. Guess. See if you could intuitively guess where I am. And don't cheat by checking out my Instagram, which I will also put in the description box below. But yeah, see if you can guess where I am right now. And the winner gets a pat on the back from me in the astral realm.